atArchitecture is an architecture, landscape, urban design studio founded in 2014 by Neha, Rane, and Avneesh Tiwari. The firm focuses on providing comprehensive solutions that strive for delight, sustainability, and efficiency. And with projects ranging from institutional to residential projects, the firm has won several awards, such as the Affordable Housing Design Challenge organized by BTI United Nations. Today, we are joined by Avneesh, an architect, designer, and educationist, and we will be chatting about nurturing the next generation of thinkers with himself today. So, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
The pleasure is ours. So, will you first tell us about your background and about the firm?
Right after graduation, I and Neha, we both started our career from Ahmedabad. It's a city in Gujarat, in India. And yeah, we can say that that was our formative years where we started exploring architecture practice. Ahmedabad as a city had a lot of influence on us. It is supposed to be the capital of modern architecture of India because of Corbusier, Khan, and even Charles Eames was invited to develop the policies for NID, National Institute of Design. So a lot of modern architecture happened during 1960s and 70s, and then it was taken forward by Doshi and Patel and other architects. And yeah, and there is this institute also, CEPT, which is founded by Doshi sir. So it is become a kind of a capital for modern architecture in India. And after working there for 4 to 5 years, we both came back to Mumbai, our home state, home city, and then we started our practice from here.
That's really cool. So how would you describe your design approach?
Um, See, first of all, I think we see architecture as a very valuable tool to initiate a conversation between the users and the context. So it's not just an object in a space. So that is how we start. And it is always the users, the community who is building it, they all actually, dictate the kind of approach that we'll be taking. And I think because of this, we have been working on a lot of public and social projects for NGOs and governments in India also. And I can say through each of these experimental projects, we strive for simplicity and clarity so that the project is easily legible to the users. It is responding well to the context, climate, etc.
Mm, that's super cool. How do you approach sustainable architecture now that blends traditional and innovative technology while also respecting cultural identities and empowering those who interact and build the environment?
Um, I think sustainability is something, no, which should not be used as an adjective or an additional feature to a design. This is how we see sustainability. So every design, if it is a good design, if it is well designed project or a product, it is got to be sustainable on its own,
Mm,
but natural. Uh, because good design basically means that it is sitting well with the context, it is easy for the users to use, it is efficient in terms of energy, it is efficient in terms of cost of construction, cost of operating the project, running the building. So this is how we see. And in terms of sustainable approaches, I think we generally try to take clues from the site itself, from the location, from the context, from the surrounding, from the people.
mm,
Yeah, and also we believe that it is ideal to build as less as possible. Through our design, we make an optimum footprint, which is least required, and through that you automatically use less resources and you build faster, it is cost efficient. So yeah, we can say that sustainability through minimal construction, we can say. And we also don't believe in any single approach or single solution, which is applicable to everything. So, uh, based on the site, based on the situation, based on the availability of funds, everything, I think we come up with a particular solution for each and every project.
Super cool. Do you want to share about the Bamboo Pavilion project and did you try to accomplish the design and how are the impacts of it?
Yeah, so this bamboo pavilion was a part of Suraj Kund Craft Mela. It is one of the biggest craft mela in the world, we can say. It attracts around 2 million people in 3 week event. For that project, uh, we basically tried to include three different kind of landscapes. We can say first is a natural landscape. It has very old, many old trees, centuries, years old, we can say, and so that we have tried to incorporate. And then the sun, the water, everything that is related to natural landscape. So that is the first thing that we try to make it part of a project. Then the second landscape we see is the cultural landscape. So this craft mela, it attracts people from across the country, and they all come there every year, and they set up their own stalls. They demonstrate, they sell. So it has a very vibrant context, we can say, when the mela is going on. So we wanted to also respond to that and integrate that in a way to our project. In terms of material, it responded by using bamboo, which was a traditional material of construction for the theme state for which the pavilion was made. It's the northeastern states of India. It has these 8 states, and bamboo is very common and very traditional there. So that is how we thought of utilizing that as a material and as an expression of craft. And thirdly, we found that Suraj Kund is a lake basically, which was built in thousand this thing around 1,000 years back, and this kund has a very unique form. It is not semicircle. It is not a circle. It is a chord of a circle. So we thought of utilizing it as a footprint, and in our pavilion, if you see the outer profile is rectangle, clean rectangle,
Mm.
and it has these circles, 8 different circles. They intersect this rectangular profile of a footprint and creates a chord form, which becomes a gallery to represent the art and artisans from each of these states. So this is the third landscape that we can say that we have incorporated. And apart from this, I think the pavilion was also a structural exploration of space lattice. So we have used a thickness of around 1.5 feet or 2 feet, and the woven bamboo was became like a volumetric wall, and at the same time it is also very transparent, and it blurs the boundaries. It blends with the nature, the surrounding, and the landscape very easily. So yeah, we can say that it is also a structural exploration. And also the based on the time constraints and the budget constraints, we also wanted to make something which can be built very easily, very simply by the local artisans. So that is one of the reasons why we tried avoiding any bending or things which requires time and expertise. So we have made sure that each and most of the members in the pavilion is all straight line, and even the hyperbolic paraboloid, the roof that is made, it has all the straight lines in both the axes. Just because of the geometry, it appears curvilinear. So yeah, we try to make it something which is very simple, and which becomes part naturally becomes part of the fair, and yeah, blends with the surrounding and the culture.
It's very beautiful. I'm curious about, as an architect and an educationist, how does integration of practical exercises and teaching methodology now contribute to the shaping of architecture?
I think through all our projects, no, we try to explore ways in which space or architecture can influence our thinking, human spirit, and that is what we try to, seek through all our build projects. But at the same time, we also find a joy in, sharing this exploration through our academic and teaching platforms. And also, I think it also helps you stay relevant with the time, because if you are completely into practice, you are completely detached from the academic, then I feel there is not a right balance. So we try to balance it out, and whenever it is possible, we try to interact with students, with universities, and yeah, share our insights with them.
That's super cool. Lastly, looking ahead, what insights from your design approach that can be shared with younger generations are about maybe one that fosters sustainable construction, but also empower culture, tradition, innovation?
I think but through our experience, we have realized, as I said, no, in the beginning only, that most of our inspirations come from the site, from the context, from the users itself. So I think it is very important for every generation of architects, no, to look at the surrounding and the context very deeply, and try to explore how certain things were built in terms of architecture, certain material was utilized, what are the local resources, and how did they adapt to the climate and the weather conditions. So there are so many things that we can get inspired from the site itself. This is what I feel, and more you look, I think more you discover. Like Louis Kahn says, more you look, more you'll be able to see. So I think it is important to discover and keep searching from the project itself, from the program, from the users, from the culture, from the tradition. And then I think it will automatically influence and make a project which is, very rooted to the site, to the context. I feel.
Yeah, I agree. And but yeah, by studying so well the site, only then you can make architecture that is contextual and also can minimize the impact and the footprint.
Yeah, yeah. And also, we feel like it's not only about inspiration, it's also sometimes solutions, no? You arrive upon a solution which was already hidden in the
Mm.
context, in the program. So if you try to search, I think you will be able to extract lot of inspirations and insights from the site.
Mm, that's really nicely said. So thank you so much for sharing today. We definitely learned a lot, and it's a great reminder to stay relevant, right, with what we put out and to be mindful of our contributions as architects. So thank you so much again.
Absolutely. Thanks.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Karina. Thanks for having me.